So imagine this. You're scrolling through the internet one day, and you stumble upon a video. At first, you think it's fake. It has to be fake. But then you realize, oh my God, this is real. Someone just filmed themselves committing murder and posted it online for the world to see. And here's the part that'll haunt you. People saw this coming. For 18 months, they screamed warnings, but nobody listened. Nobody stopped him. And an innocent man paid the price with his life. This is the story of Luka Magnotta, the man who desperately wanted to be famous and became a monster instead. But here's the mystery. Who was Luka Magnotta? Because that wasn't even his real name. He was born Eric Newman, a forgettable kid from a broken home, diagnosed with severe psychiatric problems at 22, put on medication for life, and a judge literally warns him, if you don't take your medication, your life is going to get messed up. But it gets darker, way darker. In 2004, Eric befriends a mentally disabled girl online, someone with the mind of an 8-year-old child, and allegedly sexually assaults her. Think about that. This is who we're dealing with. But here's what makes your blood boil. The charges get dropped before trial. No conviction, no monitoring, no registry, nothing. They just let him go. And his own lawyer now says that decision had huge ramifications to our society. You think? So Eric becomes Luka in 2006. New name, new life. But the same twisted mind. And Luka is obsessed with being famous. He auditions for reality shows. Rejected. He gets plastic surgery, creates hundreds of fake profiles, photoshops himself into fake luxury lives. The world keeps saying no. So Luka decides, if they won't give me attention, I'll make them pay attention. December 2010. A video appears online. One boy, two kittens. And what you see will make your stomach turn. A man places 2 tiny, helpless kittens into a sealed bag. Then he attaches a vacuum cleaner and sucks out all the air. And the camera just sits there, recording. As these innocent animals slowly suffocate to death, you can see them struggling, fighting for air. And this monster just watches. The internet explodes. Because here's the thing about the dark web. You can find violence, you can find horror, but there's one unwritten rule. You never hurt cats. 4,000 people immediately join a group to hunt this guy down. Amateur detectives analyzing every pixel, every frame, every shadow. They call themselves the Animal Beta Project. And they know this is just the beginning. Because here's what criminologists have proven. People who hurt animals, they escalate. Always. It's never enough. They move on to bigger victims, to humans. And Luka knows they're watching, so he releases more videos. A kitten fed alive to a python, watching it get squeezed and swallowed. Another kitten duct taped to a broom handle and drowned in a bathtub while it desperately tries to breathe. This isn't about animals anymore. This is about power, about watching something die while you control it. And the investigators, they're tracking him down. They find his location, Toronto. They contact police. Then they track him to Montreal. They contact police again. The SPCA, the RCMP, everybody. They're literally begging. This man is dangerous. He's going to kill someone. Please, do something. Guess what the police say? Not enough evidence? Can you believe that? And then Luka sends an email to a newspaper. Next time you hear from me, it will be in a movie with some humans in it. Did you hear that? Humans. He's telling them his plan. Now let me tell you about Jun Lin. He's 33 years old from rural China, studying in Montreal. He's brilliant, kind. He calls his mother every single day, streams video to her so she won't worry. He says, "Mom, don't worry, I'm safe here." He's the hope of his entire family, working hard so he can support them when he graduates. May 24th, 2012. Jun Lin doesn't come home. The next day a video appears. One Lunatic, one Icepick. And what's in that video? I can't even... Jun Lin is tied to a bed, and Luka, this monster, stabs him repeatedly with an Icepick, then dismembers his body while playing music in the background. 11 minutes of pure evil. He filmed it, edited it, added a soundtrack, and posted it online like it's a movie. 4 days later, a janitor opens a suitcase on a Montreal street. Inside, Jun Lin's torso. His hands and feet have been mailed to political offices and schools across Canada. His head is found in a park. This beautiful, innocent man, torn apart and scattered like garbage. Police raid Luka's apartment, blood everywhere, and written on the wall, "If you don't like the reflection, don't look in the mirror. I don't care." He's gone, fled the country. International manhunt, the most wanted man on Earth. 9 days later, June 4th, Berlin. Police get a tip. They find Luka in an internet cafe, and you want to know what he's doing? He's sitting there, reading news articles about himself, looking at his own pictures online, smiling, finally famous, finally the center of attention. They arrest him right there. He doesn't fight. He's almost happy. December 2014, guilty of first-degree murder, life in prison, no parole for 25 years. But here's what keeps me up at night. Jun Lin's mother, the woman who watched her son through video calls every day, who believed him when he said, "I'm safe." She'll never see him graduate, never see him succeed, never feel his arms around her again, because a sick man wanted to be famous. So here's my question for you. Could this have been prevented? Those investigators contacted police 18 months before Jun Lin died. They had evidence. They had locations. They were screaming warnings. And nobody listened. But here's the harder question. What about US? Because Luka got exactly what he wanted. We're sitting here, talking about him, saying his name. Every click, every view, every share. We're giving monsters exactly what they crave. Attention. Right now, somewhere in the world, there's another Luka Magnotta. Someone with untreated mental illness. Someone testing boundaries. Someone posting disturbing content online. And the question isn't if they'll escalate, it's when. And will we recognize them in time? Or will we look back, like we did with Luka, and realize we were watching a monster being born, and we did nothing to stop it? Because Jun Lin deserved better. He deserved to live, to dream, to go home to his mother. But a monster wanted fame, and the world gave it to him. Too late.